The Sea Dogs Podcast.
Colville has a shot! Oh, it's a screamer! Bicycle kick, goal! For Scarborough! Walker goes for the chip! Oh, it's an absolute beauty!
The Sea Dogs Podcast. All things Scarborough Athletic FC.
Yeah, welcome to episode 66. This is Paddy Billington, lifelong Scarborough Athletic fan. What a weekend we've got to come this Easter bank holiday. Before that, though, did we enjoy having the Dutch over? What about the chant, shoes off for Trevor Bull? What did he make of it?
It made me feel a bit, well, I don't know how it made me feel really, a bit strange, to be honest.
You loved it really, Trevor. Jono says it's going to be a massive weekend, including the match at playoff rivals Darlow on Good Friday.
I know how Darlow play, they've got some really good players, obviously know the manager really well. They'll be wanting to win the game.
The Sea Dogs Podcast.
All that to come on episode 66 of the Sea Dogs Podcast. Yeah, we'll look ahead to this weekend's huge games against playoff rivals Darlington away and Spennymoor at home in inverted commas. Firstly, though, Trevor Bull, Scarborough Athletic Chairman, welcome to the Sea Dogs Podcast. Let's start with the Dutch fans who came over in great number, created a fantastic atmosphere in the match against Chorley. Just explain how the chant, shoes off for Trevor Bull, came about, because you had all these Dutch people literally holding one of their shoes in the air, singing your name.
All a bit crazy, really, because I think it's been well documented that these Dutch guys have got behind the club through a podcast in the Netherlands that champions lower league football. And they seem to have latched on for me for some reason. And then, quite out of the blue, a guy over there who is quite famous on social media, and he just makes up little tunes about people that are connected with sport. And he made this little shoes off for Trevor Bull chant, and they seem to have latched onto it. So it made me feel a bit, well, I don't know how it made me feel really, a bit strange, to be honest.
So you've got all these Dutch fans, which is strange anyway, you know, on the terraces at the Mounting System Stadium in Bridlington watching Scarborough, and they've all got a shoe in the air and they're all chanting shoes off for Trevor Bull.
Yes, there's nothing more crazy than that, really, is there? Yeah, there was about 100 of them. Some of them had come on the ferry, some of them had flown. Some real commitment, and they are planning to come back again. I think they said they're going to try and get back in September because they want to come to the stadium in Scarborough. And they said if we get to the playoff final, there's a big gang coming over then. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, shoes aside, and there were quite a lot of them aside, actually. I mean, amazing, really, isn't it? I mean, we've been talking all season about trying to get Scarborough fans to go 16, 70 miles down the road to Bridlington. And here you've got, 60, 70, 80 Dutch people. Like I say, get the ferry flying over, watching a game, and all the scarves, the Dutch Sea Dog scarves. I mean, they really enjoyed themselves, didn't they? I mean, amazing.
Yeah, they did. They really created a top atmosphere, and you hit the nail on the head with trying to get people down the road to Bridlington. And in reality, this coming weekend, there's no better reason to come and watch us, is there? Because there's two massive games this weekend. One obviously at Darlington on Good Friday, and then Easter Monday, Spennymoor. Two must-win games if we're going to try and get anywhere near our hopes of a playoff place.
And just before we come on to the important matter of the big football matches that are coming up, sometimes these things do stick, and we might not have the Dutch fans on Easter Monday, but we might still have Scarborough. I might start the chant myself. I might take my shoe off. Shoes off for Trevor Bull. I mean, this could be a regular thing. You know what I mean? This could be a regular thing.
Well, I hope not. But I think one of the things, Dutch supporters aside, I think there would still have been a decent crowd on Saturday, because there would have still have been over 800 Scarborough fans there. So it was a good turnout. Okay,
so we'll come to the football in a moment. Great news that the club has secured the main front of shirt sponsor for the next 3 seasons for the home shirt, Sneinton Golf. So that's great news, isn't it?
It is great news. We've been talking to them for quite some time, and they've been very keen to get involved. They've only really ever wanted the home shirt, although they have sponsored with ground balls, etc., and hospitality in the past. So no, great to work with them. It's great to see a different type of sport getting involved with football. You know, a lot of our fans love golf. Certainly all our players love playing golf, so there's a great connection there. And hope we can work with them over the coming years and help them with their objectives, because they are I think the UK's largest online golf retailer. So they really are going places, and their setup at Sneinton is first class.
Yes, did you see Will Thornton's comments saying, we could do with being kitted out for our players' end-of-season golf tour? So I'm sure they were more than delighted.
Yeah. Well, I know what Will's all about, because him and I and a couple of others, Harry Green and Fred, were playing in a National League golf competition down at Celtic Manor the day before the AGM at the beginning of June. So he's getting very excited. He does get excited about his golf as well.
Yeah. So from one club to another club, the football club. So this weekend, it doesn't get much better, does it? Than Darlington away on Good Friday. What a crowd that is going to be. And, we've had some big games against Darlow over the years, from the old Scarborough FC days, and, of course, in recent seasons as well. Not every time it's gone to plan, of course. There's always been big crowds. But, this time is a bit different, because both teams are in with a real shout of the playoffs, and it is that proverbial 6-pointer, isn't it, really?
Well, absolutely, because we sit one place behind them in the table, 2 points behind them. I think it's the same number of games played. So if we can beat them, then we go rightfully above them. It's massive in that respect. But they're all big. I think there's 4 of our last 5 games are against teams around us that have all got a chance of being in the playoffs. So every game is a big one, and we just need as many people there as possible, Paddy, because to all our games, because the players, John, everybody will tell you that it really makes a difference. It really makes a difference if the crowd's behind them and the players feed off it. And let's see what magic can happen.
Yes, same games played. Like I say, Darlington 2 points above, so a win for Scarborough would take them above Darlow with just the 4 games remaining. And of course, looking at the other matches, we've got Spennymoor on Monday. Both sides, either side of us in the league.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? 2 points between the two. Who would have dreamt it at the start of the season that we'd be having this conversation?
Yeah, there's 2 points between the 3 sides. Which is amazing. So Easter Monday, people do like watching football on the Easter weekend. But really, if there is going to be a day to come down and watch Scarborough, whatever happens on Good Friday, Easter Monday, come and cheer on the boys. Because look, even if we lost to Darlow, we've got a chance on Monday to play another team that is outside the playoffs. And again, that game could be even more important than the Darlington game. So, whatever the result on Good Friday, and let's hope it's a positive result, then, again, it's a huge match against Spenny, isn't it?
Well, you make a great point there, Paddy, because you're right. Whatever happens on the Darlington game, Monday is massive. And of course, all these teams are playing difficult games and they're playing each other, and there's going to be points dropped all over the place, and we'll drop some points. I think one thing that I'd like to point out, and I'm a bit of a stato sometimes, but we've got 5 games left, and we're only 5 points away from our record ever number of points in this league. So that in itself is another great achievement, isn't it?
It is when you think of playing in Bridlington, and also just how the state of the pitch has affected matches and performances for a team that does like to play football. So absolutely amazing. And obviously we have now gone above, haven't we, in the last couple of games, last season's points total, which is also great.
Yeah.
If we are honest, we would have just been happy to consolidate, wouldn't we, this season, and just make sure that we stayed in the league. In fact, at the start of the season, you just wanted a club to be to remain. So this is exciting. It's sort of a sigh of relief now, isn't it, that we've actually got through the season. And now, you know what? Let's see what's possible.
Well, it is. You're absolutely right. A bit of relief. We got to a stage in the season where we were looking up rather than down quite early this year. So we got that magic 50 points, and then we push on from there. It's exciting times to be a Boro fan. Lots to look forward to this season and next.
Now, interestingly, we talk about Darlington and Spennymoor in and around us. Do you know who Spennymoor have got on Good Friday?
South Shields, I think.
South Shields. And then Darlington playing South Shields on Monday, which, of course, is not going to be an easy game. Probably the last team they want to be playing at the moment, with Shields having a game in hand on Fylde, 4 points behind, desperate to get that automatic promotion place. So, again, like you say, who knows what is possible? Like you say, teams taking points off each other. You did say, didn't you, to me, that you think that will be something riding on that Bedford away game on the final game of the season?
I've had that sneaking feeling for some time, and that could be it. Sadly, there could be something in it for both teams, because Bedford are very close to the drop, and we're very close to the playoffs. So it could be a massive game in National League North on that final day. I'm sure that we'll have a lot of supporters making one of our longest trips of the season. And if it's anything like previous years, our last away game, everyone in fancy dress, it'll be another crazy day.
I've got a busy weekend. We've got 2 kids' discos and, in fact, we've got 3, actually. We've got an Easter one on Sunday as well. Also starting the Scarborough Charity Walk on Monday and trying to do that too. But despite that, Trevor, I have made sure that I have kept time free for 3 o'clock Friday and 3 o'clock Monday, because it is so exciting, and it's actually going to be my first time to the Darlington ground as well, which is just bonkers. Right, okay. Yeah, just bonkers.
They've got the struggles. They're effectively still playing away from them. They're borrowing a rugby club pitch to play on, which isn't great for them, but they're always coming up with plans to sort of reinvent a new stadium somewhere. So hopefully they'll get there eventually. But we're always made to feel very welcome, and they've done the best they can with their problems.
Yeah. I still find it ridiculous that when you're coming into Darlow, you go past that massive stadium, that was built for them. And then obviously Feetham's was a good ground as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it's a shame. It just shows how sometimes when you get these people that perceived to have multi-millions come in and take over a football club, they spoil it for everybody, and they ruin the future for many, many years to come.
Indeed. And that's one of the great things about this fan-owned club that we've got as well, which is great. So obviously we don't know quite how the season's going to end, but planning for next season is in full swing, I'm sure, from everyone on the board and volunteers.
Yeah. Absolutely, because we've got a lot of work to do to get that ground back ready for moving back into. The pleasing thing is that the council keep telling us that everything's on track. So we are heading back to town next year for definite. We're hoping that we'll be able to play some pre-season matches as well to get used to the new pitch. So everything in that particular garden's rosy, and obviously we were started to do the sponsorship deals and everything else, and getting all that work done. So it's going to be an incredibly busy summer, but the end game of playing back in Scarborough is well worth it for everybody.
Great. And just finally a word on Jono and the whole management team and the players as well. They've really put a shift in this season, haven't they? Up against it in so many different ways. We knew that we'd probably have that wave of injuries because it's a small squad, and that is always going to have an impact. So to be in the position that we're in, absolutely remarkable, isn't it?
Well, it is. Now, I'm sure I've talked to you about this before, but at the end of last season, when it was becoming clear that we'd got these problems and we weren't going to be able to play in Scarborough, etc., Will Thornton and some of the senior players came to see me. They said, "Look, just get us somewhere to play. We'll play anywhere for Scarborough."
Yeah, that's what you want,
and they've absolutely put a shift in. Jono's been relentless. The management team have absolutely left no stone unturned to get the best out of all the players. They've managed to get loan players in when we've been struggling, because we can only afford such a small squad, so injuries are going to create problems for us. But every single player has done what the best they can for our football club, and we thank every one of them. I
will see you at Darlington on Good Friday, and what I'm going to make sure I do is just put on, make sure I'm definitely wearing clean socks in case the shoe does come off at any point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you behave yourself.
All right, thanks for your time, Trevor.
Cheers, mate. Thanks. Bye.
See you later on. Come on, we've got to do it, especially if we beat Darlow. Everyone with their shoes off for Trevor Bull. Just make sure you are wearing clean socks, and all will be good.
The Sea Dogs Podcast.
Jimmy Beadley here. That Sea Dogs Podcast. It's all right,
Thank you so so much, Mr. Beadle, for that glowing review of the Sea Dogs podcast, all things Scarborough Athletic FC. Right, this weekend then. Wow, it doesn't get much better, does it? As we were saying to Scarborough Athletic Chairman Trevor Bull, here's what Jonathan Greening said to my broadcast colleague James Fletcher when he spoke to him after the Chorley final whistle. You can hear the Dutch fans in the background still making loads of noise. This is despite being near the end of the interview, probably 15, 20 minutes after the final whistle's blown. But Jono spoke of the importance of this match.
We'll be going there to win the game, that's for sure. In terms of formation and personnel, we need to wait on Dom and Greeny, obviously. We've got a few knocks and bruises in there as well. Luke is obviously suspended for one more game. Walsey still not quite right either. So it just depends. At the moment, this season, it's been one of those. We probably don't know the full squad until the day before. So, I know how Darlow play. They've got some really good players. Obviously know the manager really well. They're in good form at the moment. I think they lost today though, didn't they, against Files, but they're a good team, but they'll be wanting to win the game and putting a little points gap between them and us.
And that was Jono Greedy there talking about the match at Darlington on Good Friday. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, 6 v 7th. The Quakers just 2 points ahead of Boro. When the two sides last met at Bridlington, it was a 1-0 Boxing Day defeat for the Sea Dogs. The last time Boro visited Blackwell Meadows, it was thick fog, and that was a 4-3 win for Darlow. Now, the game is segregated, as you'd expect. It is highly recommended to purchase your tickets online in advance. There's a link on the news article at scarboroughAthletic.com. Subject to availability, tickets will also be available to buy on the day at the away turnstiles with cards and cash. There are limited seats available for away supporters. Visiting fans should enter via Turnstile 5. 16 quid adults, £12 seniors, students and disabled fans. Young adults 18 to 24, £12. And juniors 12 to 17, £6. Children under 12 with a paying adult are free, and carers free as well. The Valley Bar Sea Dogs are running transport to this game, as they do with all away matches. You can contact the booking hotline on 07598 931 572. 07598 931 572. Matchday car parking at Blackwell Meadows is available on a first come first served basis, and it is £5 for cars to park there. If you really can't make the game, we will have full match commentary on This Is the Coast Extra. Different ways to listen on the This Is the Coast app. On your mobile phone, you can just switch station to Extra Scarborough. You can listen direct on the website, thisisthecoast.co.uk/extra, and you can get your smart speaker to launch This Is the Coast Extra and select Scarborough when prompted.
The Sea Dogs podcast, all things Scarborough Athletic FC.
And in other news you may have missed, Scarborough Athletic announced recently that Finance Director Tim Rowe has notified the club of his intention to stand down at the end of the season for personal reasons. For the past 6 years, Tim has been an integral part of the boardroom, having led on both strategy and finance. And Trevor Bull, the chairman, wants to thank him for his support, his hard work and dedication to the club as a volunteer, and wants to wish him well for the next exciting chapter in his life. And to ensure continuity, existing board member Ryan McDowell will take over the position of finance director, allowing for a handover period ahead of Tim's departure. And Trevor would like to thank and congratulate Ryan for taking on that role at the club as well. The Borough Draw winners for March 2026, drawn by Scarborough's Richie Bennett. Janet Bryan, winning £250. Matt Spivey, £100. Nigel Hooton, £25. Jane Daniel, £25. And Barry Watson, £25 as well. You can sign up easily online for just £5 a month, supporting the club and maybe bringing in a bit of a cash windfall for you as well. And the Scarborough Athletic Fans Forum is going to be taking place soon, Friday the 17th of April. This is at Oscar's Bar. Doors open at 6 for a 6:30 start. The Valley Bar Sea Dogs end of season party follows the Fans Forum. They are kindly providing a buffet for all that attend. Both the Fans Forum and end of season party are open to all supporters, and that is at Oscar's Bar, which is on Westborough near the railway station in Scarborough. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for listening to episode 66 of the Sea Dogs podcast. Cannot wait to see Scarborough in action this Easter weekend. Oh, and also, I can eat chocolate, can't I, on Easter Sunday? I've given it up for Lent, so that's something else to look forward to as well. Fantastic. Let's get 6 points.
The Sea Dogs Podcast.
Shoes off for Trevor Bull. Shoes off for Trevor Bull. Shoes off for Trevor Bull. Shoes off for Trevor Bull.